Hi guys, welcome back to my videos. This video here is geared towards those of you that have your element in Earth. So if you are of the sign of Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn, this video is for you. It's going to, the time frame more or less is from the endings of October all the way through to November and then beyond, because you know that Toro is subjective to what's going on in your life at this time, and it can extend into the future as well. So take what resonates with you, and what doesn't, then save it for someone else. Okay, so if you have your moon, your rising, or your sun in the earth element, then this reading is for you. And at the very center of the reading we have the Death card. So I know that especially for Capricorn, you have Saturn in your sign and you have Pluto as well. So this has been an extremely transformative time in your life where a lot of things have had to been laid to rest, as well as changing for the better. So if you are of the element of earth, a lot of things are dying away in your life at this time, so that something better, a better version of yourself is going to emerge in the end. And you're going to plead with God. You're going to ask, why is this happening to me? Why am I going through all of these things? But it's happening so that your soul can evolve. These are lessons that are extremely difficult. But sometimes we become codependent with other people or with situations, and they really don't help us move on. They don't help us evolve into better versions of ourselves. So a lot of things need to be taken away from us. And sometimes when the universe steps in and changes things that you know that you should change on your own, it hurts a little bit more than if you went ahead and did it with pain in your heart, or, you know, being very combative, but you still move forward and change the things that you need to change. Then it's less detrimental because it's coming from you. But when it comes from the universe, sometimes things are taken away from your lives in a very violent way, in essence. Not violence, but you mean, to you it may feel like if it was ripped from your soul, or if something was taken away from you that meant a lot, like how you can sustain your family, but perhaps you were wasteful of the money that you were making, or were wasteful with the opportunity that you had in your job. The people trusted you, or they gave you some leniency, but then again, you may have taken advantage of that sometimes and perhaps not have been as timely as you should have been. Maybe there's addictions or things that you need to remove from your life in order to move forward, and you need to see them for what they are. Or again, the universe steps in and walks right all over you until you realize that you're co-creating with spirit. You're not here on your own. You don't make all of the rules, and you can't break them all either, because the universe will knock you on your ass. And I speak from experience. It keeps knocking me on my ass, so I know when I need to change things, what they are, because after a while it is shown to you, you know, even if you are hard-headed or thick-headed like myself, it doesn't matter. Eventually, after the pounding that you take from the universe, it comes in, and you know, well, perhaps I need to let go of this, or I need to let go of that. And by this and that, I mean addictions, I mean negative thought patterns, negative habits, flying off the handle, not being in control of your emotions, not being in control of your life, codependency, negative thinking towards others, not being forgiving, being too rigid in your thoughts and in the way that you act. There's many things that we need to let go of sometimes. And the universe, when they see that you are not seeing it for yourself, then it helps you. You know, but sometimes it just feels a little bit off the handle, or, you know, off the chain. You can't really handle it, but eventually you stand up on your own 2 feet, and then you're thankful in hindsight that something ended in your life, because what replaced it was something a lot better. But you had to get up off your butt and move yourself in order to achieve it. You had to be determined to change those things in your life. So as we move forward, you have the 4 of coins above you. So you're hanging on to things that really aren't giving you what you want. You're hanging on to the type of job, or to a type of addiction, or some type of way of living or something that you do that you know that you're hanging on to it and it's not right. It's walled you off from your friends. It's walled you off from society. It's walled you off from help that you could be receiving, but you're hanging on to something that's not healthy for you, that's thrown you off balance, that's made you lose some things in your lives until you see what the hell is happening, which, isn't good. And it could have a lot to do with your stability, with your home life, with your relationship. So something is being taken out of your life. So you need to be aware that if you don't get up and be determined enough to move yourself, to move forward, to take by the hand your children or your responsibilities and move yourself forward, because something is changing in your life and you need to be aware that it could, turn out to be something very difficult. Unless you break away from procrastination. I'm showing you. Surrender procrastination. I'm sorry if I giggled a little bit. It's just that I'm stretching to reach the card, but I'm trying to channel all of this very quickly so that you don't miss it, because it is very important. Now is the time to jump on a goal instead of putting it off. Take action will attract success. Taking action. So there's a lot of steps that you need to move forward, but you need to start taking them now so that you can reach a place of, of stability and soon. Because this is what's right underneath death, and it's being crushed. Your stability is being changed at this time, or your commitments, your life, your relationship, whatever it is you have is changing. So you need to be aware of the changes and the steps that you need to take in order to bring it back into balance. And you need to pray like hell. If you've never believed in God, and if you've never put your hands together in gasho, as respect for what another being that is up there or something that is controlling our lives or helping us, you need to do it now. Surrender to prayer, because there is some other power out there. And if you start to notice it, you will see it in everything that's around you. Give yourself over completely to prayer. When you pray from your heart, you will be heard throughout the universe, and answers and support will arrive. But you need to believe in something besides yourself. Earth signs are very grounded, but they are very materialistic as well. And don't take this wrong. Okay, because the cards that came out are just for earth signs. The other signs so far did not get these cards. So they're telling you to believe. Believe in prayer. Believe in the power that you can bring down to assist you when you pray. Maybe you haven't been praying enough. Maybe you spent many years praying and nothing was answered, so you dedicated yourself to working or to other things, but you have left aside a little bit spirituality, which is asking you at this time to please pray. And respect that there's a higher power up there, because if you don't respect it, it's going to tear you apart. Like this. When this card comes up, forget it. Your whole life changes. I remember when I first started doing tarot, I was dreaming. I was asleep, my everyday life, not thinking about anything. And I saw this card as gigantic in front of me. I was in shock when I woke up. I thought, holy shit, what the hell does that mean? What the hell does that mean? Everything about my life changed, every bit. Where I lived, who I lived with, what I did for a living, the people that were with me at the time, all gone. It was horrific, the way that it changed my life. And it's been 10 years, and I'm still, hurting over this change, which I need to stop that, because it's been terrible. But it wasn't playing around when it told me that everything in my life was about to transform, and it did. I became a better spiritual person because of it. Spirituality was not, I was spiritual in a sense, but not as devoted as I should have been. And that probably was part of my problem, and a lot of other things that have come to light since then that I wasn't seeing. So sometimes when you don't see the reality of your life or some spiritual thing that you need to notice, and you don't, changes come about, and boy, you will be praying after this. You'll be on your knees, because you're going to think, what the fuck? There has to be some type of discipline about the way that you go forward, and you need to protect yourself, because what's coming might be a bit difficult, okay? You have to put up your boundaries. Persevere. Do not give up. Whatever you do, don't give up, because what's coming in the future, what you're moving towards, is something that you have wished for. But the thing is that in order to achieve that, some things have got to change, and it's going to hurt a little bit. So you need to protect yourself, and you need to have a lot of discipline as you move forward. The things that you need to do, you need to write them down, and you need to concentrate that I will survive. I will get past this. I will do better as I move forward. And do not procrastinate, because every minute, every day that you waste, you're going to regret that you did that. So please, no procrastination. And it has a lot to do with your relationships. Your relationships might change if you don't move forward, you know. And I'm not saying move from one place to another. Perhaps that's what is needed. But in order to do that, you also need to have the money to do so. So perhaps it's not moving per se from one place to another, but it's moving forward, moving your life forward, acting better, taking away things that need to be taken out of your life, things that you need to eliminate. You must do them now. And a lot of it will affect your relationships as you move forward. Relationships are just mirror images of your own life. So whatever you're seeing in your relationship, they're reflecting to you what you need to do. So you need to see it for what it truly is. How you feel and treat yourself, as well as how you react and respond to different situations and people around you. Be aware that every relationship is an opportunity for soul growth. So everyone around you, everything that's happening in your life, it's helping you when it comes to growth, when it comes to your soul. But physically, you need to do some things in order to help yourself, because other people can assist you up to a certain point, but they also have to help themselves. So you need to know that there's some things that if you start to move your life forward, or start seeing things for what they are and taking a step forward and not procrastinating, it's important that you do that at this time. The instability and the restlessness that you feel at this time is due. It's right, because you see that you're losing footage in your life, and you need to bring that stability back. You need to be able to stand on your own 2 feet again. But there is a secret that inside this box that you're holding of your life, there's a secret in there that you need to realize, that if you open the box and look, you're going to find the answers as to why you're going through this time of instability. And you need to change these certain things in your life so that you can become stable again. There has to be a certain amount of determination as you move forward to change these things in your life, because only you can do it. Nobody can do it for you. Some of you may have children that depend on you. Your responsibilities are important as well. You can't lollygag. You can't sit back on your butt and expect things to change on their own. They're only going to change if you take action, which is very much highlighted to me in this reading. It's in your hands. It's in your hands whether you grasp the love in your life, whether you grasp the opportunities that are going to be coming in, whether you make new opportunities in your life to improve your life, to change the things that you need to do. It's all in your hands. No one else, no matter what they do to assist you, is going to help with that. The main thing that you need to change in your life is only in your hands to do so. Okay? There has to be a certain degree of silence in your life as well. No listening to crap, no playing games, no whatever it is that you do that brings noise into your life. At this point, you're being asked to be silent and to go within and to see what is it that the universe is trying to show you that you need to change, that you need to stop doing, that you need to bring into your life. There's something very important that they're trying to highlight. Okay, because there are certain things that you hang on to that you do that are not good for you. Be still. A daily practice of silence bears gifts. A heightened sensitivity to beauty, deep inner peace, and a profound feeling of connectedness to all living things. So you need to bring back that connection to spirit in order for you to be able to see how you need to change your life, what you need to do. Again, another card of pray. Surrender to prayer. I am open and receptive to the power of grace in my life now. I ask to be shown clear examples of how this energy is operating in my life. So you need to ask for assistance, to be guided, to be shown what it is you need to do to change in order to move forward and to bring stability into your life once and for all, without the codependency, just standing on your own 2 feet and being able to do things that you really want to do in your life. There are some people that are going to help you, but they're going to be very what is the word I'm looking for? They're going to investigate as to what it is that you are doing and how you're doing it, and then there's going to be some type of judgment. So be careful, or a person that's going to help you monetary wise, but they're only going to give you so much. They're going to be very measured in what they give, because you're someone that asks constantly, and you need to stop doing that. Perhaps you ask for assistance, you ask for advice, you ask for money. There's something that you do that you take from others, or that you ask others all of the time, that eventually is going to stop, or it's going to be very measured because of something that you do constantly. Okay, you need to stop doing that. You need to bring balance into your life on your own. There isn't always going to be someone there to help. So at this time, you're being told that it's time for you to stand on your own 2 feet and stop asking for help. Because sometimes help isn't going to come like you want it to. So unless you take shit into your own hands, it's not going to happen like you want. Because whatever help others are going to give you isn't going to be enough, or it's not going to be what you want. You're still going to need to get up off your butt and do stuff. Intuitive nudges. You're going to be intuitively guided as to where to go, what to do, the things that you need to do at this time to get yourself together. Intuition is the language of the soul. We are all born aware with a profound sense of inner knowing. Intuition is one of the greatest gifts we possess, which keeps us connected to our higher selves, the universe, and to our divine spirit. So by listening to your intuitive gut nudges, you might get some secret, or something is revealed to you that will help you, but you must listen to yourself. Your gut feeling, which I started to say before. Your gut feeling is going to be very important as you move forward right now, because I think it's the only thing that's going to help you or save you, or your life is going to change drastically, and you may not be prepared for the changes that are coming, which in the end will be better, but they're going to hurt quite a lot, and you're going to hurt others, especially if there's children involved. So there is an invitation, or there is an idea that will come to you that's very creative, that perhaps can help you. Sometimes we have talents that we don't use. There's something perhaps that you know how to do, or how to make money with, or something that you haven't been using that will help you at this time, along with some other avenues, perhaps agencies that can assist you at this time to bring in money if you have lost your job, or if something around those situations have happened to you, or you're changing from one job to another. Maybe you can apply for unemployment. Maybe there's some type of agency that can help, or a church or something. If it isn't that, and if it's just a relationship that's coming out of your life, be aware that what replaces it will be something more stable and better for you. But at this time, you really need to take action to help yourself so that things don't fall apart in the way that they can if you don't take some type of action, because the death card always represents a major change in your life, and it's not just a conscious change of, subconscious to conscious or what have you. It's a big change of everything, your stability, your job, your home life, your relationships. It's a big change. So when that happens, you can go with the flow and see where it takes you, or you can try to help it, or try to do something to bring the stability back into your life. It's really up to you. And I'm sorry that it wasn't such great messages, but there is something new that's coming into your life. So you need to take the leap of faith, and go into a new direction. Perhaps it's going to be a lot more helpful than what you've been doing, because you are looking for felicity in your life, or something that makes you very happy. But there could be someone that's very stable with their money, or either a lawyer or a person of finance that can assist you with that, someone that has property. Maybe they will help you if you say it in the right way, or you talk to them and you are very convincing. It could be someone from the past, someone that you've known, someone that's very close to you, a family member or what have you, because right now you're feeling like everything is up in the air and you're having a lot of anxiety over your thoughts. So perhaps you need to get out of your head a little bit and get out there and just help yourself. Be more like the King of Wands and move your life forward. I know right now you feel like you're being left out in the cold. Something can actually happen Legally, you're out of balance, so you need to be careful because the law could intervene if you are doing something or you're not driving correctly. Whatever it is, you need to be careful that the law doesn't intervene and leave you out in the cold, because you're going to feel like it. And then you're going to need the help of someone else. But there's someone out there, there's a job, there's something that you can move towards. You just need to find that you need to do it. You need to help yourself. All right, Earth signs, if you need a private reading, to find out what the heck this is all about, then contact me via my email, risashealingarts11@gmail.com. You can check my blog as well for my readings. I do just one question as well, which is a little inexpensive. Contact me if you need help. And thank you so much for listening to my channel. Please thumbs up my video. Leave your comments down below. And I love you guys. I'll talk to you again next month. Bye for now.